Hi everybody, it's Claire back with another art journal video, and I'm sharing some inspiration using some of Dina Wakley's new release for January 2026. So she's released some coloured transparencies called chroma transparencies. You can see a little piece of one of the sheets there on my page. A new stamp set called Let It Fly, a new stencil called Pointy Fence. I think that's it. Oh, and some text transparencies like ledger type ones as well. So in this page, I'm going to be playing in the watercolour journal, and I'm just going to be creating a really simple page, which actually does leave a little bit of white space. I know, shock horror. That's the stencil you can see down in the right hand corner there. I've grabbed a piece of the canvas sticky back tape. I'm going to use that to stick the transparency in almost like a little window. So I'm adding some colour to the tape using a sponge and the stencil for my pattern. I'm just going to do a little snip at the bottom, and then it rips really easily. It kind of creates a nice ragged edge, which I really like how that looks. So I've done quite a few projects using Dina's new release. Two of them will be shared as longer videos like this on my actual YouTube channel, and the rest will be shared as reels, either as shorts here on YouTube or up over on Facebook and Instagram. So you can still catch all the inspiration. It's lots of fun to play with. Anyway, back to this page. So I've popped out, along with the mustard, some turquoise and magenta, and I'm just going to use the nice wide brush and just pick those colours up and just do a little swipe on my page. Really pretty combo. My brush was quite dry, so you can see it kind of didn't swipe on fantastically, and magenta was starting to mix with the mustard and make a slightly odd peachy colour, but that's okay, just go with it. It wasn't quite what I was going for, but you know, it really isn't the end of the world. It's still pretty. So yeah, you can see here I was like, right, where has that magenta gone? It's disappeared. So I decided to add some splatters as well and just go with more of a kind of loose kind of messy feel. So you see, look how much white space there is so far. It doesn't stay quite like that, but I do endeavour to leave some white space in this project, which for me always feels like quite um, a big achievement. So I've also used another stamp from the Let It Fly stamp set, and that is this one with the like little 3 circles. It's really pretty. I've added some paint on there using a sponge and stamped it straight onto some of the tape again. I'm going to use 2 of these to create like a little tab on my window, so it makes it easier to pick up and look underneath, although of course it's a transparency, you can naturally see through it. Um, but it's just another way to get more of the stamp set used on my page. And I just think it's kind of nice to add little extras in and just kind of play with the products in lots of different ways. Okay, so I've got that stuck on. Now I'm thinking about adding a focal point for my page. So I've grabbed a piece of plain collage tissue paper, and I'm just using the largest stamp from the new stamp set, and it's a kind of moon face with some text. That's kind of how I describe it at one side. I'm going to stamp it on, and then you'll be able to see that's going to go behind my window. I'm also going to stamp some of the 3 circles on as well, and they're going to be used as a bit of collage tissue paper on my page. Now, when I'm editing this and I'm looking at the page, I kind of wish that I'd added the collage tissue on vertically rather than horizontally, but you'll see what I mean in a minute. So I am going to add a little bit of stenciling using this pointy fence stencil. It's quite directional. As you can see here, I'm stenciling that vertically, so you can see why. You'll see why in a bit when I come to add the collage tissue on, why I just clearly wasn't thinking. But does it matter? No, it doesn't really, because when I'm playing like this, I'm just kind of going with the flow, and I'm not being mega intentional about what I'm actually doing. So is interesting. I find it really interesting to look back and when I edit things and like go, oh, that would have worked even better if I'd done this or this, which then means that in future I will probably think about that more than I did this time. So this is what I'm going to start using. That you can see the circles that I've stamped on there. That's the face. It's going to fit nicely under that little window. So that's going to get stuck in with some gel medium. And the collage paper will just kind of melt into the page. It'll work really nicely. So here you're going to see what I mean. You might agree, you might disagree. Feel free to comment below in the comments and just say whether you think I'm right and they would have been better vertical. I think they would actually. I think they would have just echoed the flow of the page a bit better. But anyway, I'm not bothered. I'm not going to alter it. But you will notice in a bit, I do go in and push those back a little bit. So maybe there was something not sitting quite right anyway, because I do go in and do that at the end of the video. But, you know, I think it's good to analyse your pages, but I don't want to get too hung up on it. So, you know, like I say, it doesn't really matter. And I still ended up really liking this page when it was finished. So I'm just adding some pieces of that collage paper on, using the gel medium again to stick it down. Still some white space left though, look. Impressive. I'm impressed. Yeah, so I'm thinking about the flow of the page here, and you can see I've added that at the top and the bottom. Be careful as well if you're going to use a heat tool, because obviously the transparencies will buckle if they get hot. I'm painting some little hearts on here. Can't have a journal page without hearts. That's one of the newer brushes that Dina has released. They're really nice soft bristles, really lovely. And then I'm going to use a rouge scribble stick and a wet brush just to pick up some pigment and pop a couple of little cheeks on the face as well. Then I'm using a very small Stabilo oil pencil just to outline those hearts. I'm just drawing some extra ones too. And then I've watered down some white paint, and you can see that I'm just going in and adding a little bit of white paint onto the collage tissue paper. So it was obviously feeling like it was out of place, and I just needed to push it away a little bit. So I think it works okay like this, but I still think now it would have worked better if it was vertical. But you know, that's okay. It's all right. Yeah. And then I think I maybe add some splatters. Yes, I'm just putting a bit on and then lifting some of it off. So, because I don't want it to push that collage paper away completely. It just makes it more of a background rather than coming forwards and being focal. I don't really want it to take away from the focal image on the page. So then I'm going to, yeah, add some black splatters, and they're going to go over the top. And then I can't remember, but I did definitely add some words to this page. And I think, yeah, I've used one of the new transparencies with the text on to add a phrase onto the front of the window. So there we go. The finished project using Dina Wakley's brand new release. There'll be another longer video like this popping up on my channel over the next few days, so watch out for that. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.